Oftentimes in games, you'll find me vanquishing foes, sneaking into dungeons, or rizzing up my next wife.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no.
But when I'm not partaking in these courageous acts, I'm exploring, pretending to be an architect, or the topic of today, farming. There's a deep satisfaction returning to your base from an arduous challenge to find the crops you've planted have grown, knowing you have a beautiful harvest approaching. Farming can be a pivotal system, something that's always working in the background, ready for your return. With adequate preparation, farming should be rewarding. As of the recording of this video, this is the release of the most recent screen cap from Hytale about farming. Thus why I think it's a good time to talk about farming and how it could be implemented in Hytale. But before we talk about the mechanics of farming, we need to understand our game. Hytale is a sandbox RPG that emphasizes combat and exploration. Because of this, and from what we know, we don't have a hunger bar, but rather a stamina bar. So before we can even start talking about farming, we need to talk about food and what is the purpose it serves. From the clips we've already seen, we can see that the player can have their health regen, mana, and mana regen stats all augmented. And in one of these clips, we can see Simon eat an apple, which gives him a short-term health regeneration effect. We have also seen health potions and healing totems. So again, this begs the question, what is the purpose of food? Well, I believe it's a two-part answer, cost and niche. Let's get the cost argument out of the way quickly. Normally, food should be relatively easy to obtain, while potions and the like would be rather expensive. Farming provides you with a low-risk, medium time cost way of getting certain long-term status effects, while potions provide strong buffs but cost significantly more to make and could involve dangerous activities to acquire the ingredients. As for what food does, we have plenty of examples to look from, but before we talk about how it could be done well, let's see how it can be done wrong. And I believe there is no better candidate than Minecraft. So what does Minecraft get wrong? Well, I believe I've narrowed it down to three crucial aspects: lack of variety, lack of incentive, and hidden mechanics. A big part of why people farm in games is the extrinsic incentive. If you want to skip past my section about food, go to this timecode. As I was writing this video, Hawkons came out with a great video about food and hunger, and we share much of the same views. This section is still valuable, but much of the points will be very similar, and his design refresh for the health bar is just beautiful. Let's first talk incentive and variety. In Minecraft, all food items provide the same effects, and once you have a stable food source, you never need to touch anything else, because doing so will always be suboptimal. Why make a pumpkin pie which costs an egg, sugar, and pumpkin when steak provides triple the benefit to saturation, equal hunger value with no downsides? You can't even place it down to share it like the cake. This also means there's no extrinsic incentive to grow your farm or have variety, leading your farm to become this stagnant facility that never grows once it provides for your needs. And food becomes this chore you need to do. As for hidden mechanics, Minecraft's saturation system is completely hidden from the player by default. The system, which is of key importance for how fast you heal and how often you need to eat, all of which is not explained to the player in any shape or form. So, how do we go about implementing a system that fits Hytale, but also doesn't fall into the same pitfalls as Minecraft? Thankfully, we don't have to reinvent the wheel, and we can look at how other games incentivize players to eat a variety of dishes. And I think two games that do this really well are Valheim and Vintage Story. In Valheim, you have 3 slots, and each of these slots can only be occupied by one food item. So if you just had some tasty berries, you can't eat more berries. You must eat something else, and each food item provides a boost to your stamina and health, giving you a strong incentive to have variety in your meals if you want to maximize your health and stamina. As for Vintage Story, it has a nutrition system where you get separate health boosts based on how much of a certain food category you've consumed from. This could be implemented in Hytale's cooking system, where you have 3 food slots where you get the effect of the last food items you've consumed, and cooking dishes allows you to mix one of each categorical ingredient into one superfood. These effects should last a while, and repeated consumption of the same category should have diminishing results, and carrying capacity should also be limited. Let's see how this could work. You wake up and it's a bit chilly, and your friends are coming back from a successful outpost raid. Such a joyous occasion. So you decide you will cook everyone a nice big turkey and salad. So you slaughter one of your turkeys and harvest some tomatoes, lettuce, and cucumber. You prepare the turkey at the butchering station and cook it in the oven. As it cooks, you prepare the salad at the cooking station, and ta-da, a salad! Oh, your friends just arrived and the turkey is ready. The turkey provides an excellent healing boost and good health boost for our battered friends. And the salad, which has a decent health boost, a minor healing boost, and mana recovery boost, with the tomatoes and cucumber providing a health boost, and the onion providing the mana boost. You also have one more surprise for them, pumpkin pie, which on top of looking absolutely delicious, also provides a minor health boost and a good mana and mana recovery boost. All these boosts will help them heal their wounds as they prepare for their next adventure. As you can see, each of these dishes fall into a different category, with meats providing meaningful buffs to max health and health regeneration, while grains provide a boost to our mana and mana regeneration, and fruits and vegetables providing a nice balance of the two. If the player made an all-meat diet, the highest quality dish would be applied first, with no penalty. The second dish would have a 50% effectivity, and the third would have a 25% effective rate. So, if we have a player who wants to make a tanky melee build, they would consume 2 types of meat and a fruit or vegetable. This system would need to restrict you from eating the same food item while the same one is still active, and the categorical penalty will dissuade players from having a homogeneous diet. So while you could have some turkey, beef, and poultry at a penalty, you can't eat turkey legs back to back, while the effects of the last turkey leg are still in effect. With dishes providing a means of maximizing the effectivity of each slot, and as stated before, potions should be separated from this system and provide significantly better buffs. And finally, the best food should not be portable. It should take up an entire slot and be able to feed you multiple servings, but less servings than a portable food option that can stack like a sandwich. Now that we have this system of how food could work, we can finally get to the actual topic of the video, of how farming could work in Hytale. Besides food providing incentive to the player, farming should incentivize players to plant various crops. One way we could achieve this is by implementing soil nutrition, pushing players to rotate their crops. If we look at how Vintage Story does it, we can see percent values, with each crop requiring a certain nutrient to grow, that being nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, with different soil qualities providing different base nutrition values. My proposal is a more stripped down version, where soil quality is communicated through a flat growth speed boost, and the soil's nutrition having 3 bars representing nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in one of 3 states: plenty, reduced, and depleted. It would work as such. When you plant a crop, it looks at the flat boost, is it moisturized, i.e. near water, and the nutrient it depends on to decide its growth rate, with a 66% and 33% growth speed penalty for reduced and depleted respectively. When a crop is harvested, it depletes that nutrient and restores the other 2 by 1. This would encourage players to rotate their crops, injecting variety into their farmland. Also, if players leave farmland empty to grow over, when they retail the land, all nutrients should be reset to reduced. Players should also be able to water their plants every 5 minutes or so to provide them with a 20% growth boost. And fertilizer should restore and improve the quality of the soil, rewarding players who take care of their farms. Rapid fire time. Rain should provide the watering buff as well. Animals should be interested in your delicious garden, but this should be a setting players can disable on world creation. If we ever see seasons added, crops should have a preferred growing season. Not all recipes should be revealed to the player, only when they pick up their key ingredient, so they should be revealed. Stamina buffs should be looked into, but that might intrude too much into how combat flows. Certain ingredients should only be dropped from bosses or found in certain places, but can be farmed, like truffles. Resistance buffs like fire resistance could be provided, but should be more difficult to farm and are much weaker to potion effects. And finally, all these should be explained to the player, with nutrition values, watering status, and possibly growth rate displayed on top, and the soil being brown to show if it's near water to signify if it's moisturized. Editing here. Players could also possibly learn through in-game entries, such as a book in a farmstead. With this, I believe we made a comprehensive farming system that rewards the players for taking care of their farm while also being dynamic and interactive. And if you enjoy my farming wish list, a like would be appreciated, and if you've got any suggestions, please drop them in the comment section. I read them all considering... yeah. Thank you for watching and have a lovely time. Peace.